Go. Good morning. Welcome to another class of human resource management. Today, that is April 8, 2021. And this is the class for Master in Business Administration students. The subject is human resource management. So yesterday in the last class, we were discussing about the objectives of human resource management. We were left with a few objectives. So we'll continue with it. I believe we have where we were. Right. So we were on the objectives. Okay, let's start with the objectives. Right. We are done with third objective, right? Handling crisis and difficulty in human relation situation. Right. Now, coming down to the fourth, providing a communication link between the workforce and the organization management and the workforce. I believe we have done till the fourth objective, isn't it? Yes, please tell me. We have to do the fifth one. Acting as a custodian of the organizational values. We have to start with the fifth objective. Acting as a custodian for organizational standards and values of the management of human resources. Right. So in this context, basically coming down to the fifth objective, every organization has its value system, has its culture, right? And organizations usually restore their cultures. The organizations are known for their values. If you talk to any of the big organization in this world, every organization is based on certain value systems, right? There is no organization in this world in the business world, I mean to say, which is not having a set of values, right? Basically, actually, I am taking human resource management and Bachelor of Business Administration also. So a few topics, that is the introductory level topics in human resource management are same. I've discussed the same topic with the Bachelor of Business Administration student yesterday also. If you feel like, you can refer to that lecture also. It has got that lecture includes a plenty of examples in this case, right? So now coming down to the value system, as in that class, I have given the example of Tata Group, right? Wherever Tata starts with establishing any of its new plant or factory or something like that, then before the construction of the factory, they start constructing the residential accommodations for their officers, so their officers may be at an ease and they may be able to do their work well, right? So this is the value of Tata Group. There are different things also, right? If you talk about Google, you might have seen that ad of Google in which it has been they are advertising that they have been awarded as the best employer. Why they are best employer? They are best employer because they are best managing the human resources, right? The level of happiness or the happiness index of employees at Google, working at Google, is comparatively far higher when we compared it to the rest of the people. Like, have you heard about Netherlands? Anybody who have heard about Netherlands? Yes, please. Anybody who have heard about Netherlands? Holland? You know Holland?
Yes, sir.
All right. Holland is known as Netherlands, if I'm not wrong, right? In the World Happiness Index, if we talk about the World Happiness Index, Netherlands is at number 1, right? The people of Netherlands are the happiest people on this earth, right? Their happiness index is very high as compared to rest of the country, right? If we see India on the same happiness index, then our position is slightly lower. We have to work upon it. So now coming down to the value system again, your value system gives happiness to the employees. Your value system makes your organization, your brand. You are getting you may build yourself as a brand in mind of others, maybe in mind of customers, maybe in mind of your employees, may be in mind of those people who are directly or indirectly connected to your organization only through your value system, right? I am recommending a letter which was written by Tata, that how to set up Tata Nagar in Jharkhand, right? You, that letter is available on internet. You kindly go through that letter and see the level of value system that Tata, that the promoters of Tata Group were having. How they, how that letter describes that how the land should be utilized, what should be constructed, right, and how it should be constructed. It's an excellent letter depicting the value system of Tata Group, right? Now, as I said earlier, value system is very important, and your organization will be at the top and will be at the bottom only because of your value system. Value system plays an important role in making your organization a success or in making your organization a failure, right? Now, coming down to the next, let's have a slide change, right? Now, coming down to the next slide, nature and scope of human resource management. Now, nature and scope of human resource management, coming down to the first point, it is the most important subsystem of management, right? Human resource management is the most important subsystem of management. Why it is the most important subsystem of management? It is the most important subsystem of management because of the fact that human resource management is managing the people who are working in your organization. And as I said, any organization is known by the people who are making that organization, who are working in that organization. So it is the most important subsystem of management. That is how human resource management is the most important subsystem of management. Now, coming down to the next point, it is related to human being working in the organization. Obviously, human resource management is actually managing the human resources who are working in the organization, who are working in your organization. Third point, human resource management has a pervasive function. Human resource management has a pervasive function in the sense that wherever human resource is there in your organization, human resource management has to be there, right? Which is making it a pervasive function. Now, human resource management has a wide scope. Human resource management, why it has a wide scope? It has a wide scope because human resource can never be substituted by machines. In fact, if you use larger amount of machinery, then too you will be needing a few people in order to monitor and in order to control those machineries, right? Maybe manually or maybe through computers. Fifth, human resource management involves cooperation and coordination, right? Cooperation and coordination are the key to success for human resource management. In fact, an organization cannot function without effective cooperation and coordination of its employees. Every employee, whosoever is working in the organization, whatever the level is, has to cooperate and coordinate with each other in order to make the organization work well. If you are not cooperating, you are not coordinating properly, then the work will not be done. Now, sixth, human resource aims at employees' satisfaction. Yes, the ultimate aim of human resource management is the employees' satisfaction. That is the final and the ultimate goal of human resource management, to work for the satisfaction of employees who are working in that organization. Seventh, human resource management aims at effective leadership and motivation. We have already studied leadership and motivation in last semester, that is the first semester, in the subject organizational behavior. So I need not, I think that there's no need of explaining about effective leadership and motivation, right? Now, coming down to the historical evolution of human resource management in India, right? We will be doing this topic after completing another topic, that is the functions of human resource management. First, we will be doing that, right? Right. Let me have a slide change. Right. So let's move on to the functions. Then we will be doing the evolution of human resource management in India. Right. So till this point of time, we have seen that human resource management is actually procurement, development, and maintenance of our competent workforce. Right. It is a one-line definition, right, which covers most of the aspects of human resource management. And what this definition says, human resource management is procurement, development, and maintenance of a competent workforce. This one-line definition throws light on some very important functions of management that we are going to see in the next slides. Right. So in this slide, what do you see? Anybody who can tell me about this? What this diagram is all about? Please tell me.
Yes,
Are you
sir.
listening to me? What this diagram shows?
Sir, it shows the operation functions of HRM.
Right, the functions of HRM. How many functions are depicted in the diagram?
Sir, it's all
Sir,
five.
five.
Five. Name them one by one.
Sir, it's a procurement, development,
Development,
cooperation, and maintenance.
Right. Human resource
integration,
management.
maintenance.
Right. Human resource management, broadly speaking, has two functions: managerial functions and operational functions. So this slide is showing the operational functions of human resource management, and as operational functions, we have 5 operational functions of human resource management that you are that you can see in the diagram, that there are 5 operational functions of management. Now coming down to the next slide, what it shows. What is there on the slide?
Sir, it shows, I think, the types of HRM, the managerial functions and operation functions.
Right.
Types of functions.
Read it out, please. Sorry. I'll just go back. Right. What is there on the slide? Please tell me.
So वही वाली slide खुली हुई है.
हाँ.
Managerial functions, operational functions, planning, organizing, directing.
So managerial functions में what functions are you able to see on the slide?
Sir, under the managerial functions, there are planning, organizing, directing, and controlling.
Right. So these functions you people have already studied in your Indian ethics, right, in the first semester.
Yes.
Right. So we will be confining ourselves to the operational functions. I will not be repeating these functions: planning, organizing, directing, and controlling. Now directing has become leading, right? It's known as leading in today's time. Right. Now coming down to the operational functions. Right. Let's see the operational functions of human resource management. The first operational function of human resource management is procurement. Right. Now let's see what is there in procurement. The first thing which is there in procurement, believe me, we will be studying each and every of these things in detail in your syllabus. Your syllabus is pretty long, right? So the first operational function is procurement, and procurement as a first sub function, the procurement consists of human resource planning. HRP stands for human resource planning. Human resource planning is also known as manpower planning. Now, what is human resource planning? Human resource planning is planning what number of people we will be needing at what time and at what place, having what qualification, right? Human resource planning is planning in advance the number and type of people we will be needing in times to come, right? Planning is always for future. Then we have selection, right? When we plan, we always plan, okay, for the human resource. When we do human resource planning, when the time comes, we select the people as desired, okay, with desired qualification, experience, skills, and rest of the things. So in your unit second, we will be doing human resource planning also, and we will be doing recruitment and selection also. The third function is placement. When you have hired a candidate, now you have to place him on a certain position in your organization for which that candidate is hired. That is known as placement. We will be studying this placement function also in detail in your unit second, right? Then induction. When a new employee comes into your organization, he do not know much about it. So in order to tell that newcomer about your organization, that new employee is subjected or is required to attend an induction or an orientation program in which different officers of that particular organization belonging to different sections gives lectures and information to all the newcomers so that they may find themselves at an ease to do their job in the organization, and they may be that they may get aware about the rules, policies, and procedures of the organization, right? So this is induction. Now next is transfer. What is transfer? Transfer is always horizontal, okay? There will be no change in designation when a transfer happens. Transfer may be from one branch to another branch, from one workplace to another workplace, from one geographical location to another geographical location, from one division to another division. Okay, transfer is always